Good day, everyone. Today, I want to address an issue that lies at the heart of our cultural and spiritual heritage, the management of Hindu temples and their inability to fully serve the poorest among us. Hindu temples across India collect billions of rupees annually through donations, offerings, and other contributions. These sacred spaces are not just places of worship but symbols of our collective faith and compassion. Yet, despite this wealth, many temples fail to channel their resources effectively toward uplifting the poor, providing food, shelter, clothing, and education to those in need. Why is this happening, and how can we reform temple management to fulfill this dharmic duty? The problem stems from two major issues. First, government control over many Hindu temples restricts their autonomy. In states like Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, and Andhra Pradesh, temple funds are overseen by state governments under laws like the Hindu Religious and Charitable Endowments Act. While the intent was to prevent mismanagement, the reality is that crores of rupees are siphoned off for secular purposes or stuck in bureaucratic red tape, leaving little for community welfare. Second, even in temples free from government oversight, there is often a lack of vision, coordination, and accountability. Temple administrations operate in silos, focused on rituals and maintenance, rather than leveraging their resources for broader social good. This disconnect means that poor Hindus, many of whom look to these temples for support, remain neglected. To address this, we must first tackle the legal framework. The government's grip on temple funds needs to end. Laws like the HRCE Act should be repealed or amended to return control to temple trusts and local communities. This doesn't mean a free-for-all, rather, it's about empowering temples to manage their own finances without interference, ensuring every rupee donated by devotees serves a purpose aligned with Hindu values. Alongside this, we need a policy shift. Temples should be legally encouraged, or even mandated, to allocate a fixed percentage of their income, say 20 to 30%, to welfare programs for the poor. This could be modeled on successful frameworks like the Sikh Langar system, where community service is a core tenet. Next, let's talk about administrative changes. Temples need a modern, coordinated approach. Imagine a network of temples, big and small, working together under a regional or national council. This council could include priests, community leaders, and experts in social work and finance. Its role? To pool resources, identify the poorest regions, and deploy funds efficiently. For example, a wealthy temple in Mumbai could partner with rural temples in Maharashtra to fund food kitchens or mobile schools. Administration must also shift focus, appoint dedicated welfare officers in each temple to oversee programs like free meals, clothing drives, and scholarships for underprivileged Hindu children. Technology can help. Digital platforms could track needs, match them with resources, and ensure no one falls through the cracks. Finally, accountability and transparency are non-negotiable. If temples are to take on this sacred responsibility, they must earn the trust of devotees. Every temple should publish annual reports detailing income, expenditure, and welfare outcomes. How many families were fed? How many children educated? These reports should be accessible online and in local languages. Independent audits by chartered accountants or community oversight committees can ensure funds aren't misused. Temples could even hold public meetings where devotees vote on welfare priorities, fostering a sense of ownership. Penalties for mismanagement, legal or social, must be strict to deter corruption. In conclusion, Hindu temples have the potential to be beacons of hope for the poor, not just centers of prayer. By freeing them from government control, reforming their administration with a focus on coordination, and enforcing transparency, we can ensure that the wealth given in faith returns to those who need it most. This isn't just about management, it's about reclaiming our dharma to serve humanity. Let's make our temples true instruments of compassion and justice. Thank you.